And it says this hangout on air is live. We're live.
Hang on.
Uh-oh, what just happened? Your profile just came up. Okay.
I had someone try to call me.
Yeah, maybe I should silence my phone too.
My laptop is about to die. Like it's on the verge of death.
Is
So
it
I'm
plugged
just
into the wall?
What?
It's not plugged in?
No, like I've had it since 2011, 2012, and it's on its way out. Like I need to get a new one real soon.
Okay. I still got my dinosaur laptop in my bedroom. I use that for taxes because I guess I'm too lazy to figure out how to upgrade all my tax information onto my new machine. But that laptop weighs about, I swear, it weighs about 8 pounds. It's
Yep.
heavy.
Mine's pretty heavy too.
Like you could kill like an animal with it. But how you say your name? Kristen?
Kristen, yeah. Kristen Leak.
Kristen. Kristen Leak. I don't really know anything about you. You want to know how I discovered you?
Yeah, tell me. I'd love to know.
I I'm like a YouTube junkie. I watch like prison documentaries and a whole bunch of other things. Also, I watch things about software development, and I don't know what I typed in regards to like the search query, but I was watching the video. I didn't watch the whole thing. I think I watched like a couple minutes of a video in which you decided on that video that you were done with freelancing and that you were going to go in, you were going basically going to being a full-time employee. That's what I interpreted from the video that I was watching. And so that's how I learned about you. I didn't watch the whole thing through, but when I was watching that video of you, whether it's true or not, I felt like there was frustration coming out, and I don't think you were venting, but in a way, I think internally you probably were. But I just, not that we don't have to talk about that, right? But that's how I discovered you, and I'm like, huh, that's interesting because I don't like working on teams. Like I like holding myself accountable and like just knocking everything out and like standing behind my work versus being a team player and dealing with politics and basically just doing whatever you need to do to for the sake of the team versus for the sake of what you think is right in regards to your standards. But we all have our own interpretation of what's required and what it means. So, how long ago was that video?
I don't know, maybe like a month ago? Not
Oh,
long.
so it was recent.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess I kind of was venting. And I've had some people who told me that I shared too much, but it's, I just want to be real and transparent. Like that's how I felt. And I just missed the collaboration aspect. And with freelancing, like when that happened, I had a client like stop the project. And then at the same time, I had another client who refused to pay me the final installment.
Yeah. And so that was it. You're like, yo, I'm going W-2 from now on.
Well, no, no. I mean, I enjoy freelancing, and I did actually pick up a couple more gigs, which I'm still doing till I get a full-time job. But like, I'm 29, and I still feel, like most 20 somethings, like I feel behind. And I just want to like save more, and I like moved in with my parents to like, to do this and to just jump into the field because I have no coding background besides coding boot camp and
Really?
some WordPress stuff I've done. So yeah, I'm just like, well, dang, like I am struggling hardcore and I do want to move out soon. So let me try to save up some money.
Yeah, that's
And
interesting because you said save money, and I'm like, who saves money? You figure out how to make more money. Like, um, and so I'm not going to ask for details about your hourly rate, but I assume that employers or AKA clients, um, they use you not having a computer science degree or computer engineering degree to to give you a lower. You feel like you need formal education in regards to like from a university?
No, I don't feel like I do.
Okay.
Um, I feel like I do best when I just fail, fail, fail. Like just keep working on projects. That's how I learn the most.
Okay.
And my friends who do have computer science degrees, they do know the logic more and like the algorithms better than better than I do. But I feel like I'm more on top of the trends because of the fact I went to boot camp, which prioritized what's hot now.
Mm. And you're focused on web development, right?
Yeah, yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I hate web development with a passion. It's probably my ignorance because I haven't really invested that much into learning various JavaScript frameworks or learning how to really take advantage of CSS. I focus on native application development, and I have a huge passion for test automation. Not really at the UI test level, but more
Mhm.
of like the art of writing, unit tests. I used to do UI automated testing like early in my career, but
That's pretty cool.
yeah, I like writing code to break software. Like if I could find a job like that where I could just build software to destroy other people's software, I'm all about that. So that's my true passion. But most of the jobs are web development, which I'm just not qualified to do in regards to the UI. But I mean I've been going full throttle in Xamarin. Originally I was, but my passion is WPF. So that's a little bit of a overview about me.
Cool.
Yeah, so it sounds like you didn't yet execute on being a full-time employee.
What was
So
that?
it sounds like you haven't executed on being a full-time employee yet.
No, no, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, you had to change of heart, or like there's some other things that you need to get out the way first.
Uh, well, right now I'm in the process of interviewing with the startup company that I'm really excited about. So that is something I'm looking forward to if it works out.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I will always have my side hustle freelancing. I'll have people giving me referrals, I can't turn those down. But I
Yeah,
definitely do love I like front end dev and just like regular design stuff.
yeah. I don't have artistic ability when it comes to visual presentation. I have an imagination where I could like put things together, but I mean, it's not going to be like outstanding to look at visually. But I don't know. That's pretty much it. How long have you been doing YouTube videos? Because I just started. As you can tell, there's a lot of things that
Yeah.
aren't polished about what I do. I figure the more I do, the more polished it'll get inherently, out of just being prolific. So I haven't really invested in lighting or mounts or anything to really stand out professionally. But I noticed
Yeah,
that
I'm on the
you,
same boat.
what's that?
I'm on the same boat as you.
Okay.
My
You haven't,
first video was 6 months ago and I exported it wrong. And so the quality is horrible. And surprisingly, that's like my most popular video. I have like 22,000 views and
oh,
it
wow.
looks awful.
Well,
But as
apparently,
long
well, hold up. It feels so awful. Like, are there more thumbs up than thumbs down?
no, yeah, there's more thumbs up. Yeah, but I
Okay.
think people like the content. I mean, that's most important besides the quality.
Yeah, people have been a couple people within the past 2 weeks. It's like Scott, like I listen to your content, but like, can you like make a podcast out of this? Because it's kind of difficult for me to consume this YouTube, at work or while I'm driving. And I'm like, I don't have an issue with it. I use YouTube Red, which is a subscription. You could just you could turn off the display on your phone and you're still listening to it. But
I
I
would have never
guess,
did that. That's pretty cool. I might be
Yeah,
worth looking
I
into
think
then.
it's like $10 a month.
Yeah,
But I mean, I listen to Simple Programmer
I like him.
episodes on there, and I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. Like, I don't see the real return on investment. You know, not to like put the people down that requested that I put out the audio version. It's just, oh, I mean, I'm just doing this right now, and I'm not sure how much effort is required to put out an MP3. How much ceremony is required to put out an MP3, and I don't know. I'm just babbling right now. There's a lot of things I don't want to do because I'm kind of lazy. So
Yeah, I think you should consider podcasts. That'd be awesome.
yeah, I tried like 3 years ago. It wasn't good. I had to like I think like 3 episodes and I quit.
Wait, so you have equipment?
Oh yeah, well yeah, I still got some in my closet,
What?
but I had got the mixer, I had got the microphone that clips on to your desk, but I think the headset is better, right? I just got to get a really good headset
Hmm.
because I had the microphone that just dangles and you talk into it, but like depending on your gestures and how you move your head and like that, it's too much maintenance issues with the sound level. I had my intro music, the outro music. It was hard. It was,
What
but
was it called? What was your podcast called?
it was called Developers Reports.
Hmm.
And the intro music, you want to hear the intro music? Do I have it
Yeah, I'd like
on this
to.
computer? I'm not sure if I have it on this machine. I'll try to find it as I'm talking to you.
Is it still up on iTunes?
It may be, but I mean it's no longer running on the server, so I would doubt it
Oh, okay.
unless Google archives everything. Yeah, I had took it down. Let me see if I could find it in here. I doubt it. Hold on. What's this? No, no, no. So while I'm looking for it, what has your journey been like doing YouTube videos? You say you just started like 6 months ago. Did I capture that right?
Yeah, that's right. Um,
Oh,
it's
shucks.
been incredible. I only posted one video to share my experience after coding boot camp because a lot of people think, oh, it's probably a scam or it's a waste of money or you can't get a job. So I just want to share that experience. And I never planned on making more videos until I got a lot of views and people asked me to make more. And then I just loved helping people who are also like me and trying to get into a new career, you know?
You ever get burnt out um, doing all this? Like, for example, I'm still looking for this down here, but I feel like no matter how hard I chase my dreams, in this case, my dream, one of my ultimately my dream is to be retired, sit on the beach, get fat, chill out, and just spend time with family. But one of the steps to get there, I think, is to have my own software development consulting firm. But I'm saying all this because it's like no matter how hard I'm still trying to find this, how hard I try to get a grip on like being just good enough. I mean, ultimately, I want to be a technical authority, but no matter how hard I try to stay on top of everything that's relevant for building lasting, sustainable software, I feel like I'm always going to be behind. And I feel like there's a trade-off between me trying to like establish myself as a major player or as a serious business in delivering software to help people versus the work life balance of family, friends, traveling the world, etc. Have you struggled with the same challenges, or is there something you're aware of that I'm not?
Oh yeah, definitely. I I'm always on a roller coaster where I feel like I'm doing really well, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much I don't know, or React is getting really big in Charlotte now, and so I'm like, man, I need to learn something else, and I just got the hang of this, and Yeah, it's kind of hard to find a balance when you have to constantly, be up with whatever's popular, whatever new language is, being used. I think I lost you.
Yeah, I heard you. It's just fading in and out.
Okay.
Uh, so how do you like combat that, or you don't?
I just take one day at a time. I try to focus on one thing because, like, I tell many people, you should just focus on your strengths and specialize in that. And if your goal is to, be whatever you say, like a big player, I think that someone like that should look for whatever is starting a trend and that there aren't many people who are already doing it. So like iOS Swift is like fairly new, like a couple years now,
Hmm.
and there aren't many people specializing in that. So I would just jump into that and try to be, just specialize in that.
Okay, I found it right. I'm just gonna play the intro and the outro music because I'm sure the actual content is like I'm gonna be embarrassed about. Kind of like a
All
lot
right.
of the videos I've done on here already. I'm embarrassed about, but Cookie, stop. My dog now wants to get involved. So I don't know how to. I guess I unplug my headset. Maybe. Well, maybe I don't have to unplug my. Well, yeah, that's the easiest part. Hello, check, check, check.
Hey.
All right. So you can hear me on. So let me know if you can hear this right here. You hear it?
Yeah.
So that was my intro to my podcast show. What's going on? Oh, that part is embarrassing. Okay, so like 3 shows, but this one I don't know, probably is the very first one. And then I had outro music. Satisfy this New Year's resolution. No, hold up. Do I have outro? That's 1911, 1906 minute. Okay, hold up. Satisfy this New Year's resolution. I greatly appreciate it. In addition to that, I just want to leave. So this is my outro. Like I was proud of my music. I paid like $75 for this. Okay, well you can't really feel the outro music yet. But anyway, hold on for 1 second. My dog is attacking my hand. Ugh.
Okay.
Cookie. Stop hitting on me. Plug this back in. And so I'm plugged back in. Now I gotta set my headphones, the audio part, and phone check. You hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. Yeah. So are you going to continue? You probably answered this question already, but I was distracted. Are you going to continue going full throttle and making videos?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Do you feel
Yeah,
like
I love
you're
it.
progressing, or you were already hot when you first started? Like,
No way. I'm progressing a lot now. And I've had some people like give me things. Like a friend gave me one of her lights. So that's been a big help. And I'm like, I know I'm figuring out how to edit better with Adobe Premiere Pro.
oh, so you actually edit your content? I just 2 or 3 days ago, I made my first edit in which I didn't edit anything. I deleted my whole video because I thought I was coming off. I mean, I thought I did a good job, and then I watched it, and I was coming off very condescending, in which I was talking about what someone had said, but I felt like I was putting a lot of focus on that specific person versus what they were talking about. But no, I haven't. I don't, everything is rough that I put out. But is this you do this with every video? Like, what's the process like?
Well, I'm trying more and more processes. My new one right now is actually create a content calendar.
Okay.
a couple days ago. So I know all my video topics in advance. And my goal, which has been a struggle, is to just bulk record all my videos.
Okay.
I want to get to where I have at least 3 videos a week. I like to do more. And I did a challenge where I was going to do 100 videos till the end of the year, and I'm failing.
Oh man, you're slipping. Well, there's still time.
Yeah, I really need to do that bulk record. I think that'll be my savior.
Yeah. I don't know. Like every time I gotta take my grill out. Hold on. Every time gotta take this oh you used to have braces. Did you?
Did I? Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. That's a compliment. But
Thanks.
every time I'm in the shower, I'm like, oh, I think I'm gonna stop. I think I achieved my goal of at least trying to put some content out there. I still don't feel like I've really internalized, the profile I want to portray, and that's something else that I've struggled with. That I'm curious what your thoughts are. There's some. I don't mean to be offensive, but like there's some characters on, or maybe I should say characters on YouTube, um, where like they're very like animated, and maybe animated is kind of disrespectful to say. They're very engaging, right? I have to be
Mhm.
so careful how I say things. And so like I've even tried it, to like establish my own little character or whatever. Um, and like I don't know. I feel like how do you capture people's attention without being dull and boring? Like how do you put out your character? Have you ever struggled with the question of do you play a character to entertain and share, or do you just you are who you are, you share, and it's not really for people to learn and stay tuned with you, but instead it's just more of your own therapy. It's therapeutic for you.
It's the latter, although I do have to tweak it some. So as you can probably tell, is I'm super down to earth and chill,
Yeah.
and so I'm just that, and I try to be transparent, which I think is what people like. And I have been told I need to smile more when I'm on video, so I try to smile more.
As
So
you're like grilling right now, cheesing.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was intentional. But yeah, so I take some people's comments who say, "Yeah, you should smile more," or "I like this." And anything quirky that I do, I try to do that more, even though I think it's kind of dorky. But in my first like 20 videos, I would do the sing-songy thing with my voice,
Hold
and
on, you
then
would do what?
like I would kind of sing and talk, like
Okay.
like hey, what's up? It's Kristen.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
that
That,
sort of
that's what
thing.
that's common on YouTube, right?
I guess so. I don't know.
It
But I've
is.
had people tell me to keep singing, keep doing it. So I'm like, okay, I'll keep doing it. So I feel like I am myself, but when people tell me things that they like about my personality, I try to make that shine more.
Yeah. And there's a reason that I'm bringing this up. So, how much do I disclose, right? And that's probably something else that you probably have thought about too. Is like, how much am I supposed to disclose about my private
Mhm.
life that I think
Uh,
helps other people, but it could be used against me, if
mhm.
I don't know, if haters got a hold of it or if Hitler got a hold of it or whatever. And so like so what am I talking about? All right, what am I talking about? So like I I'm putting myself out here, okay?
Okay.
I there were like I'll just say dry spells in my life where in case you haven't heard, I live here in like Miami Beach, right? And a lot of pretty women walking around, bathing suits, etc. And so like, which is a completely different culture from Cleveland, where I'm originally from. I do have family in Charlotte, right?
Oh, cool.
But But you know, so I had hired a dating coach. Believe me, this is going to go somewhere. Okay, I had hired a dating coach, and I'm like, oh, I was straight. Like, you know, I don't know. Whenever I'm and maybe like 10 years ago, like I never had an issue, but I don't know if it's Miami. I don't know if it's me getting up in age, but these females, they're not responding to me when I step up to them, you know, and it's destroying my ego. And so I had hired a coach, and he started rapping to me. And again, I'm going to connect the dots as I talk about this. Is he said, "Well, Scott, look at you, right?" And I'm like, I'm looking at myself. He's like, "Look what you're wearing." I'm like, "I'm comfortable." What? He was like, "Oh, Scott, like you have to show your best self, right?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to be fake. This is who I am, right?" And it's like, I understand that, you know, and a lot of people, you know, they go through what you're going through, where they don't want to change their presentation because they're comfortable with it. But if you really want people to I don't want to say take you seriously, but if you really want a better response from people that don't know you at all, people that are complete strangers, then you need to essentially change so that you can get better responses. And maybe we're not saying to change yourself, but show quote unquote the your best side, right?
Right.
And so I take that lesson, you know, from a dating coach, and you know, showing my best side. And there's some things that they had me do that is not me at all. It goes against, you know, just my persona, right?
Like
But
what?
okay. And the thing is, I'm saying all this because on Monday, Justin Wayne, he's an internet celebrity. Justin Wayne, on Monday, he agreed to record a conversation with me live, just like I'm doing with you.
Nice.
Ju- ah, I'm
You don't
trying to
have to
figure out
share.
like
You don't
I'm trying
have
to filter as I talk, right?
to share.
But okay, so for example, this is something that has worked out. I'm if I don't know you, then it's going to show, right? I was raised to not invade people's personal spaces if they're complete strangers, okay? And so you know, if I were at the mall, at the park, um, or just somewhere out there social, not necessarily a nightclub, I would try to talk to you, but I would make sure that I didn't invade your space, right? And
Mhm.
something that he taught me was whatever energy you put out there, you're going to get the energy back. So imagine me stepping. Well, I know guys do this. You're out and about. Maybe you're walking your dog, or you're just I don't know. You're going for a run, and maybe you're chilling out, and a guy approaches you, and there's like 5 feet of distance in which this guy is saying hi to you, and he's trying to see how you're doing. He's trying to like chat, but there's like 5 feet of distance, right?
Mhm.
Um, what happens is based on my personal experience and me observing other people as well, is that type of vibe that man is giving off of you are a stranger, so as a result I'm going to make sure I keep my distance from you, even though they think that it's respectful to do that. What they're really doing is enforcing that they are not within your social circle. They are not your friend. They are not your family. They are a stranger, and so subconsciously, a lot of things go on when we interact with people. And as a man, it's taken me the longest to realize that communication isn't all verbal. And the thing is, it's like, what do you mean it's not verbal, right? I don't get it, right? But based on based on actually doing tests in which there's number there. You don't just do it on one person or two people, but you do it as often as you see an opportunity. I've realized that your pitch, your smile, and even um, body contact, like that communicates a lot. It communicates that you're not insecure. It communicates that, yo, imagine what it's like to be with. Like I have gotten to the point where I'm putting all my business out here, where like I go on Insta dates. Most people they might strike a conversation with you, and then you guys exchange numbers. No, I'll strike up a conversation with you. Yo, we're going to the ice cream shop. Now we're taking a walk in the park, and I'll keep moving you to different areas because I'm taking you on my journey. So that's a lot of stuff that wasn't taught to me. My father died when I was 14, so I never understood the mind of a woman at all, right? I got a brother, I got cousins, and I got people in my neighborhood, like all guys. I can't really understand women, right? I can't really relate to women, and so yeah, that's what I've learned is you go to someone, like if I saw you, I started talking to you. I'm like, "Well, you from Charlotte? Yo, high five!" And you're like, but you give me that high five. I'm like, "Yeah," because my mother and my uncle, they live in Charlotte. I forgot what specific neighborhood, but that's like so cool. Like, yo, you get a hug for that. I open up my arms and you look around, but you're smiling and you go ahead and you give me a hug. As soon as I establish human contact, as soon as I establish that um, the way you feel about your best friend, the way you feel about your sister, your brother, if you're treating me the same way, in which we're doing high fives, you're giving me a hug, etc., then a lot of a lot of stress about who is this guy or whatever, it kind of goes away, and then you keep going until there's more and more affection, and you ultimately reward for good behavior, right? When the person that you're courting is actually following you. So I said a lot of too much, but again, I was struggling, and I'm sorry if there's I can't be an expert at everything. So if there's an area that I'm struggling in and I just can't get over, I'm gonna be like, yo, I need some help. There's something that I don't understand. Help me. What do I need to do? And so that's it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, crickets at the end.
No, I'm just taking it all in.
No, so there. Why did I go into all this? Because you told me to you wanted me to give you an example, but I'm saying all this because I started talking about showing your best side, even
Right.
if you feel like no, there's no side of you that's like that. I have learned that the more you demonstrate that type of behavior over, and then obviously it becomes repeated behavior, the more it becomes internalized. And so I've been doing it with guys, not to be like gay or anything, which is perfectly okay, right? But I'm saying like I could talk to a complete stranger and they'll say something like "what," and I'll like punch them in the shoulder. And this is a complete stranger, right? Because that type of behavior of touchy feely contact has been instilled in me because I've practiced it so much that it's now somewhat of a part of me. So
Yeah.
next
You just
time, what's up?
you just reminded me of a guy I dated who hangs out with no girls. Like all of his friends are guys. And so when we were dating, he would do things like call me dude, and I'm just like, why are you calling me dude?
Yeah, yeah. So like the next time a stranger walks up to you, and I mean the majority of people don't know this. It's only people that have studied this. Next
Right.
time someone approaches you and you, you start realizing that yo, I'm smiling, I'm talking to this person, we chopping it up, this. Oh man, I'm hugging this person. What? Oh, how do we end up at I don't know. How do we end up in this store together? Like, and you guys are automatically like hanging out. Either they're a natural or they actually took some formal training so that they can be able to develop some type of ultimately attraction, right? It starts with social comfort, but ultimately it's attraction, and attraction is something that has to be built, right? Relationship with her, like, babe, when I met you, you weren't attracted to me at all. She's like, no. And I was like, well, what happened? She's like, you grew on me. I mean, essentially, that's what happens is these people will build up.
Hmm.
They will create attraction, when you may not even be feeling them. But the more you, and this is the other thing that I've learned is, I guarantee the more someone talks to me, um, the the higher probability that they're going to be comfortable around me, right? The more you talk to me, the higher probability that not I'm beyond getting your phone number. We're going to the movie theater in like 2 hours. So like, it's the more time they spend, the more they're invested, the lower the probability that they walk away. And so there's a lot of things that I've learned, and there's some things that I have been trying to apply towards me experimenting with recording videos and talking to complete strangers. So in this case, which is kind of interesting because I would like to hear your thoughts on, is like, most of the people that I talk to are males, and you're the second female that I've talked to. What is it like to be a minority in almost every single thing?
You get used to
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I've gotten to where I do get some comments. I just have to shrug off, you know. Especially on my YouTube channel, I constantly get people saying, "Wow, a black girl that knows how to code and she's pretty. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!"
that
And it's
sounds
like,
really offensive, right?
yeah, I'm like, wait, why do you even have to say that? Clearly, I'm black. You have to announce it, like.
Yeah.
Just so you just get used to things like that and just shrug it off.
Yeah, people think it's really weird, and I'm curious if the same thing happens to you. But I tell people, like, when I'm actually reading a book, okay, remember the days where we used to read books instead of listen to them? Now, when you read a book, like a technical book, um, who is the voice that's reading it to you?
My own voice.
It's your voice?
Yeah.
That's interesting. 'Cause people think I'm crazy. Because whenever I'm reading books, I mean, this has been ever since like probably like third or fourth grade. There's a white voice that reads to me. I thought it was normal, right? Like, I mean, I would watch Animal Planet. It's a white voice, like Discovery Channel, like, and so it is what it is. I mean, we're talking about being a minority and
Yeah.
everything,
Well, I
but I
mean,
was
same
just
here. I mean, my when I call my aunt and she doesn't look at the number, she thinks I'm a white girl. So I guess technically I could be hearing a white voice too.
okay. Well, I mean, were you raised in the hood? I don't think you were raised in the
No,
projects.
no, I was raised in predominantly white neighborhoods and schools,
Okay.
so that's
Yeah.
probably
So
why.
I think people just in general, they're so used to the pattern that they just don't think, right. For the same reason, I get really cranky. I'll be at like Starbucks or Panera Bread, and there'll be like a elderly, Caucasian that will come up to me, male or female, and they'll be like, with their little cane or little walker, "Are you a basketball player?" I'm like, "No, I'm just tall and black." And I'll just stare at them, right? And like their jaw drops. But it's like, in a way, I think it's important to remind them that, yo, that's not okay, you know?
Yeah.
Um, I understand I'm in the Caucasian area that's upscale, but why do I have to be someone that entertains you? Why can't I just be somebody else like your nephew? You know, why is it that I have to fit this profile that I mean I'm probably taking it too seriously, but the more I check people on it, the more they're going to think about it when they address somebody else that looks like me. I'm sorry
Yeah,
it's
that's
coming off
true.
very like aggressive, but honestly, man, I get tired of hearing about it. But I
Hmm.
do the same thing with women though. And yeah, like I feel bad about it. Like I'll go to a user group. If I see you at a user group, and I'm being honest, right? Because the majority of the time when I'm at a software developer user group and I see a woman, I think she's a recruiter. I just assume that, you know. And there's been probably no, there's been a time where I was put in my place and I needed to, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, well, no, there's why would you think that? And I guess the answer is because that's what I'm used to seeing. So
Hmm.
that's an example of even me like not knowing any better, and it's I don't know. I guess I can understand now why people like to put I don't even say like, but how people by default put other people in buckets, you know, and
Yeah, I don't think it's
it's not fair.
intentional most of the
Yeah,
time. People don't realize they're doing it until you address it.
yeah. I don't realize I do a lot of things until people check me on it. So I don't know.
That's how you learn, though.
Yeah, you would think. You would think. So software doesn't, and, I understand that you have your own obligations, so feel free to like terminate this whenever you got to go. I'll
Okay.
talk your ear off. But like, have you gotten to a point where you question your career as a professional developer, or is this what you're going to do until you retire or until you die?
Yes and no. As I get introduced to more things in the tech industry, I'm kind of like, oh, well, maybe I should go over here into app development. And then I get pulled back into front end. I'm like, well, maybe I should do more web design. I like doing this. So, and maybe even UX. Like, I love the psychology that comes in with user experience stuff. So, I do get kind of confused about which direction to go in, but I know this is the best fit for me because I've never like had a job where it was like this is me and everyone around me in the community is, so they're so welcoming and so helpful. I feel like I'm a part of a big family, like here in Charlotte and the tech scene here.
There's a huge tech scene there. I've been fighting it, and it looks like it's probably going to be between New York City or Charlotte. Charlotte is a tech bubble, at least for native application development, because you guys have like hella banks up there, right?
Yeah.
Uh, uh, and so I
Um,
do WPF, so there's a lot of jobs for WPF still, which is feels weird when I call it a ancient technology because I don't think it is, but it's definitely it's no like Angular, you know what I mean?
mhm.
So
Well, if you do come to Charlotte, let me know. I'll try to introduce you to some people.
yeah. There's a couple people that I've talked to on here, Jose and Rick. They're in Raleigh. I'm not sure how far Raleigh is from Charlotte.
It's like 3 hours.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a minute.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's it. So what else can we expect from you? Like, is everything video? Do you maintain like a blog? Like, how do people find out about you?
Mostly a video. I'm trying to work on my blog. I
Okay.
haven't been too consistent.
Do you
I
still need a
am
blog?
what?
Do you still need a blog?
No, I mean,
My technical blog or these videos? Because I got tired of spending 3 4 hours trying to write a technical article.
so
So
you
I'm
just
like,
transcribe it?
what's that?
You just transcribe your videos?
Crap. You gotta say it one more time. You're fading in and out.
Do you transcribe your videos?
No, I'm lazy. Why would I do that? Uh,
Oh, you can pay a like for software and I'll do it for you.
uh,
Transcribe it.
no, because I don't. really have an audience. I mean, it's kind of weird. My audience doubled from like 15 like 2 weeks ago to I think I just hit 30 subscribers. But I don't honestly. I feel like I'm talking to myself,
That's exciting
which is
though.
how I started, and then I started like this is boring, and I feel like I'm not really showing who I am. I'm trying to like engage people, and I'm probably like I'm sure it's interesting to talk to strangers. I even recorded some of my mentors. People are interesting, especially people that are invested in what you do versus people that are just collecting a check. And so this like you can't really vibe, you can't really discuss things that are deep. But you said you feel the same way when you're recording your videos.
Yeah, I remember when I got my 30th subscriber and I was like bragging to people about
And you're at how many now?
it. Like 860.
Oh wow. So has any company like taken notice? Has anybody reached out to you in regards to like being a sponsor, or you got to hit like 100,000 or 500,000?
I've had a couple companies reach out to me, like who want to start developing relationships with me in the future to do those like sponsor videos and stuff.
Were they actually talking about like financial support, or they just want to say, "Hey, we're paying attention to you"? It would be really nice if you let viewers know about us. Like, how serious were they in regards to leveraging your videos as a platform?
The money was discussed.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. And
What,
then I
what
also
happened?
You're
They
asking what
weren't.
happened?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to disclose it if you're not comfortable.
Yeah, I'm not ready to disclose the details, but I'll just say some really cool things are going to happen next year on my channel. I'm really excited about
Okay, congrats.
it.
Yeah, I
Thanks.
only saw one video of yours, so I'm gonna have to look at other videos. I'm gonna use you as motivation. But
Yeah, you should definitely. I think you should hang in there, and if you get bored or feel like you aren't really talking to anyone, just switch it up. Like I switch up my videos.
yeah, I definitely get bored doing videos alone. In a way, it's kind of therapeutic because I get to like recite my thoughts, out loud. And the more I recite my thoughts out loud, the more like congruent it becomes. And
Hmm.
I'm better able to explain to somebody my argument or my thought process versus me never having done it before. So I'm kind of like autopilot, you know what I mean, when it comes to expressing myself. But that's it, Christine. How do people find you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. It's my name Kristen_leak.
Okay,
Leake. Mm.
okay. And then they could search your name for your videos.
Yeah.
And cool. I appreciate you chatting with me. Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to record a video with me? And you're like, okay. Like, I don't really go into too much detail when I ask strangers if they want to record a video with me or record a conversation with me. Once they start asking too many questions, I was like, all right, forget it. It doesn't matter. I'm too lazy to go into detail about why I want to talk to them. Honestly, I don't even research them. I'll see a couple of their tweets and it looks like they're knowledgeable about something. I'm like, cool. It'll be interesting to talk to.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, thanks for
yeah,
reaching out. I checked out your videos and I
were you
like how
laughing at me?
no, I like how casual it was.
Okay. Yeah, half the time I'm in a wife beater. But they say wife beaters in Charlotte.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. 'Cause apparently, like, I use words that no one has heard of here in Miami. I'll be at Panera Bread and I'm like, yo, let me get an Italian sandwich and a pop. And they're like, in a what? And I'm like, in a pop. And they're like, what? I'm like, pop. They're like, what's a pop? I'm like, soda. They're like, oh. So I have a lot of words that I use they don't understand. I'm like, yo, you straight? And they're like, what? I'm like, are you straight? Are you okay? Like, oh yeah, yeah. I'm like, all right, all right. I think Cleveland is its own little country town. I didn't know it was country until I moved down here. So
I've never been to Cleveland. I've been to Columbus though.
Columbus, yeah, Columbus is a huge college town. Columbus actually has a lot of tech going on too. They're like
Really?
the Charlotte of Ohio. Yeah, it's Cleveland is nothing but sports and healthcare. Cleveland Clinic, like if you're a doctor or a nurse or you're a professional athlete, you're good in Cleveland. It's probably not that much to spend your money on up there, but I mean, those are the major industries there is professional sports and healthcare. But in Charlotte, y'all got banking.
Healthcare.
Oh, y'all got healthcare too?
Yeah. It's like healthcare and financial hub.
And I was in Charlotte when I was 14 or 15, and I thought it was like a racing town. Like, is it like Indy cars popular there or no?
I mean, there's NASCAR and Concord, which is like 30 minutes outside of Charlotte.
Okay,
You have like a NASCAR museum or something. Yeah.
you've been to the track before?
No,
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm not. I don't think I ever will. I
No,
don't have an interest in racing. Do you?
I like bikes. I went to the track for
Okay.
the first time a month ago, and they were serious. Like them dudes on on their motorcycles. Like I'm scared to get on the track with them because they're going like I don't know how fast they're going because is it a quarter of a mile? I don't know how it works, but yeah, I found a new passion, and so I used to like just be that nerd. I'm still a nerd, right? But I used to only like just watch videos and read content about software development because I want to make as much money as possible, right? So I'll learn as much as I can so I can separate myself from my competition. But lately, I've been getting really into like the science and art of sports bikes, and so I bought like a tricycle that looks really cool. And I'm in a biker gang. I'm in Dade County Riders, and so we ride like every night, and it's cool. Like it helps me like stay in the present. You know what I mean? Which I've struggled with. I'm not sure if it's easy for you, but like all I do, I'm always in my head. I'm always analyzing stuff. Even when I dream, I solve problems. I wake up, I go to work, but I saw this last night while I was asleep. So like riding a bike, it kind of like puts me like in the present, and
Okay.
it's kind of a game of not getting killed by crazy drivers, and it's cool. So
This is kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. Have you ever tried unicycling? I lived in California for a bit, and I saw unicycles everywhere.
well, those Californians, they on something else. But nah, I saw a really cool unicycle 2 days ago. It looked like it was motorized, and I'm like, because
What?
I was driving down South Beach. I saw this lady, and she was like, she's sitting on like this one tire, but the tire looked like it had an engine or something like inside of it or something. I'm like, I didn't see her move on it. But then I saw, and so this one was big. Like this tire, it looks like she was sitting on like a 22. Right? I can't say 22s plural. I have to say a 22, like tire. But there's another guy that I saw that he was on like it looked like just a roller that you would put on well, it was a little bit bigger. He had like maybe no, it wasn't a unicycle because a unicycle is just one wheel, period, right? But
Mhm.
I don't know what he had, but it looked really cool, and he was going like 15 miles an hour, just down the sidewalk, and I'm like, oh, that's dope. But yeah, you want to be a professional unicyclist, huh?
No, 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 no,
No, no. You,
no.
did you go on
I never
Amazon or
tried
eBay?
it. I never
What's up?
tried it. So
Are you doing the electric one, or you want the manual one?
I'm not trying to be on any unicycle. I know
I
I'd hurt
Well, you
myself.
brought it up. I thought that you were
Well,
like
you
getting
said
ready to
you're into
invest.
bikes. So I'm like, well, maybe he's been on a unicycle if he's into
Oh,
bikes.
motorcycle is completely different from a unicycle. Motorcycle is something serious. Like
I said it was kind of off topic.
Oh no, no, we're good. What do you do outside of work as a freelancer? I feel like you have a lot of time invested in your practice, and I think yeah, as a freelancer, I think it is a practice, right?
Yeah, I'm always working. If you include YouTube videos, yeah, and then like obviously spending time with my boyfriend and spending time with family, friends. Um, yeah, but I do work around the clock.
Is your boyfriend a techie?
Uh, yes and no. When he was a kid, he would build and take apart computers and stuff, but right now he's
He
not.
was a kid. He used to build.
He used to build and take apart computers.
Okay. And so, can he understand your dedication and you having to stay up to date? Is that always an argument? You don't even have to tell me the details. I find it challenging for the special someone's in my life to understand why I'm waking up early, why I'm writing code on a Saturday, and it's in a way they're right, right? But at the same time, it's I'm trying to design a lifestyle for us, so you need to appreciate this, even if you don't understand it.
Hmm.
So I don't
Yeah, and
know
he
if
does understand that, but sometimes it's hard.
yeah, yeah. All right, Kristen,
Cool.
I'm
Yeah, nice talking to you.
yeah, it's been cool. It's been an hour. I felt like it flew by,
It
but
did.
that's what's up. Like, I really appreciate you responding to my invitation or accepting my invitation. And when I'm in Charlotte, I'll probably like send you a message like, "Hey, I'm in Charlotte. What's going on?" And
Do it. Yeah.
of course, I've been saying that for like 5 years. I haven't been up there. But all right, is there anything
Okay.
else you need to get out there? Is there anything else you want to share before I stop this broadcast?
No,
No?
no.
All right. Well, I'm hitting the stop broadcast button in three, two, one.